And we're live. Hi, friends. Welcome to class. I know that you probably don't like to stare at my neck, but I like to be able to see the comments and have people not covered up by comments. So that's why I do it here. So, as my friends Michelle and Monica can attest, I just got home from an all-day park thing, so I probably have grass in my hair and nature all over me. Hi, Rachel. So tonight's class is the intro to NingXia. So I call it the NingXia class or the Oils 103. And I just want to thank you for coming to class tonight and just honoring me with your time. And so I like to honor your time. So I'm really just going to kind of jump right into the training or the class if you don't like to be trained. So just to start, my name is Jessica Collins. I am a homeschooling mom of 5 kids, ranging in age from 14 down to almost 7. And NingXia has changed my life. Okay. I am glad to have you here to learn about it. This is going to be kind of an intense, concentrated training on one of the most powerful whole foods on the planet. So my hope is that once you absorb this information, you start taking this as a regular, dietary supplement, I guess is what they would call it, and get as much of your family and friends, as many of your family and friends, as much of your family and as many as your friends drinking it as you can. There. So it is not always about what you are cutting out. It also has to do with what you are putting in. So if I could just pick one Young Living supplement, my personal favorite is NingXia Red. So sometimes you get asked the question, can't you just get what you need? Pardon me. From food, can't you just get what you need from vegetables? And unfortunately, no, not anymore. All right, the food that the Lord created when he made the earth is not the food that is being grown here now. All right, it is not your grandma's food. Now, food is repeatedly grown on the same land with pesticides and fertilizers. Scientists are creating new varieties of crops to grow faster and resist bugs. The plants then don't have the time that they need to absorb the same nutrients. All right, like the soil loses its vitamins and minerals and microbes faster than they can be replaced. So actually, a Kushi Institute analysis of nutrient data from 1975 to 1997, all right, that's just 22 years. They found that the average calcium levels in 12 fresh vegetables dropped 27%, iron levels 30%, and vitamin C dropped 30% as well. You would have to eat 8 oranges today to get the same amount of vitamin C that your grandparents got. And that data is from Scientific American. Now, maybe you can't get enough from plants, but do you think you could make it up with meat? Wrong again. When plants contain fewer nutrients, obviously the animals that eat them are also malnourished, all right? A study from the Journal of Nutrition and Health found copper levels in the United Kingdom are down 90% in dairy, 55% in meat, and 76% in vegetables. Now, water is also depleted of minerals because of the plants pulling more nutrients from the same land. Modern production methods, which are used to make the industry more effective, are detrimental as crops are no longer maintained by hand. And then there are town filtration systems, okay? Don't get me started on those. Many of these filtration systems remove really important minerals. Now, some of the minerals that town filtration systems remove are things like magnesium, which is essential for 300 biochemical reactions in the body. Then top it off by adding chlorine and fluoride. No, thank you. All right, beyond that, nutrition absorption declines with age. All right, the older we get, the less we absorb. Nutrient deficiencies hurt our performance. They can cause DNA damage, make you age faster, and cause chronic disease. And that is why we really need to supplement our diet. Now, what is NingXia? All right, NingXia is the whole wolfberry puree. All right, if you've ever heard of wolfberries, or what is the other word that is used for them? Like goji berries, all right? Now, it is the whole wolfberry puree. If you leave your NingXia on the counter for a few minutes, you'll notice, actually I have one behind me. Oh, you will notice that it divides into two colors, okay? Oh, look at that moving around. It's alive. So it'll divide into two colors. So this color on the bottom here is actually the pureed fruit, okay? So it's about half to a third of the bottle. And by using the entire plant and not just its juice, you now have a whole food supplement, all right? This does not mean eat a banana with the peel on. Like, that's not, no, Tracy, that's not what that means. So, it's much more powerful to get the whole food in there. So, when you get NingXia in your home, all right, go ahead and set the bottle on the counter for a couple of hours. Don't open it first. You want to refrigerate it after it's been opened, and check it out yourself, all right? That is NingXia berry right there. It's the puree at the bottom of the bottle after it settles, and that's part of the reason why NingXia is a whole food supplement and why it's so good for you. I'm just going to put that there. Boop. Such a sturdy shelf. So, now, why are our wolfberries the best? NingXia wolfberries, all right, they grow in the Ningxia River Valley in China. On top of that, the juice is also blended with blueberry, aronia, cherry, pomegranate, and plum juices, natural stevia extract, grapeseed extract, pure vanilla extract, and orange yuzu, lemon, and tangerine essential oils. Now, yuzu is an oil you cannot get by itself in Young Living. It is only used for NingXia, okay? NingXia is the only nutrient drink on the market that combines whole Chinese wolfberries and seed to seal premium essential oils into a single beverage. So there are at least 80 different species of lycium berries worldwide, but only the barbarum shows the highest nutrient levels in scientific testing. These ones also are grown with no fertilizers, no pesticides, no sulfur, no irradiation, no dyes, and no heavy metals. I have grass and hair like happening, guys. So they have no heavy metals of lead or arsenic, mercury, or cadmium in the soil. The Ningxia region's irrigation water actually comes from the Yellow River, which is upstream from all of the pollutants of the major cities. So the Yellow River floods the Ningxia plants with a layer of minerals and silt every year. So as they're drawing the nutrients, they're being replaced every single year, all right? Regular farmland is not getting that, and that is why our soil is so depleted, and that's why our food is so depleted. So we just need a Yellow River everywhere. It's fine. So the farms in Ningxia are in semi-arid region with plenty of sunlight and high temperature difference between night and day. All right, think of sap running in maple trees, right? So when it's warm during the day and really cold at night, that's when it really gets flowing and when you can harvest the sap. I don't know. I'm really good at sap harvesting. I don't know, to get maple syrup. So temperature differences are really good for plants to kind of get the liquids really flowing. So the elevation is also just right for the plant to be the most productive. Any other place in the world would not have the same ecological condition of the pH of the water, the nutrients of the soil, or the silt brought in yearly from the Yellow River. Now, the conditions have earned Ningxia the distinction of being China's recognized herbal medicine valley. Now, Ningxia also has a really high nutritional content and naturally occurring organic sugar, okay? This is the the kind of sugar that allows your cells to talk. So NingXia is China's only medicinal wolfberry production base, all right? So NingXia Red is named after NingXia, not the other way around. So the Lycium barbarum variety of the wolfberry is superior in vitamins and minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, more than any other wolfberry in the world. All right, and there's actually a little Chinese proverb that I've heard to round it out. If you want to be happy for an hour, go take a nap. If you want to be happy for a day, go fishing. If you want to be happy for a lifetime, help people. And that is why I teach on NingXia, I teach on oils, I teach all of Young Living's products, basically, all right? That is why I teach, because I believe in helping you. So, story time. I started drinking NingXia when my twins were just about 2 years old, okay? So their numbers 3 and 4. If you don't know me personally, like I said, I've got 5 kids. The twins were number 3 and 4. And because of oils, they were finally sleeping through the night. Our health had never been better. We hadn't been to the hospital in months at this point, which was huge. And when I say sleeping through the night, I mean like from the time they were born until we started using essential oils for our health, I was getting maybe 3 broken hours of sleep a night, if that, okay, for 20 months, all right? I'm pretty sure they use sleep torture, like it was not good. So sleeping through the night meant I was getting about 6 hours of sleep a night. And if you know me, that's not enough. So around this time, I was also a little bit pregnant with number 5. And that 3rd trimester pregnancy exhaustion is no joke. So also, we were in the throes of moving across the country. And we moved from Western New York to Kansas City, Missouri in the dead of winter when I was 37 weeks pregnant, okay, in February. I'm talking about driving through like that endless state that is Ohio. Hi, Charmaine. You live there. It's great, right? Through a blizzard, all right? What should have taken us, yes, Rachel, I have twins, and yes, Charmaine, you need more sleep. So what should have taken us, a trip that should have taken us about 24 hours, and that was even like factoring in bathroom breaks for the prego, all right? It took us almost 3 days instead. Okay. So NingXia kept me going. And then when my husband was traveling for work, which he did for about 3.5 years, he was home for like 3 days a month for that whole time. Now, that was rough. NingXia kept me going. All right, NingXia and Jesus, if I'm going to be honest. NingXia and Jesus kept me going through nursing a newborn, diapering 3 kids, homeschooling 5 kids as a solo mom. My husband he didn't like when I said like, oh, I'm a single mom. I'm a solo mom because single moms can date. So I was a solo mom without a tribe, brand new, in a brand new state, 17 hours away from my family. Actually, no, it was longer than that because now we're 17 hours. Just kidding. 24 hours away from my family. NingXia kept me going. Cooking from scratch, grocery shopping with 5 kids, 7 and under. I mean, they did also age during this time, I guess, but like mowing the half-acre yard by myself, keeping the house functional, NingXia kept me going, okay? So, oh, did I mention mowing? So, in Kansas City, in August, it gets hot, like over 100 degrees hot and humid. Okay, there's a dry heat that's like in many parts of Texas, and then there's that wet heat where you walk outside and you feel like you've been hit in the face with a hot, wet towel, okay? That's Kansas City in the summer. So I was mowing at 1 p.m., okay? Because you do what you can when your husband is traveling for work. So I guess I gave myself heat stroke. and basically wobbled into the house, bright red but not sunburned, handed my older daughter my phone and said, I'm going to take a shower. If you hear me hit the floor, call daddy and then call 911. Okay. I sat on the floor of my shower where my at the time 2-year-old joined me and peed on my back, because you do what you can. And I just let sort of cold water just pound on my back and on my head. And while the room was spinning, like I'm just sitting in the shower, the room is spinning, I'm getting peed on. I suddenly had this flash of thought, and I yelled, hey, bring me that bottle of NingXia. Okay, my kids knew what NingXia was. And so I don't remember which kid actually brought it, but I do remember that I drank an entire bottle of NingXia throughout the rest of that day and the next day. And I won't explain to you what color my pee was, but I'm not saying, now I am not saying do not get medical attention, okay? I am not saying do not go to the hospital if something happens to you. That is not what I'm saying. But I was home alone with 5 kids in a state where I knew nobody. What was I going to do with 5 kids if I had to go to the hospital? So, how does NingXia get to you? Now, let's really quickly talk about the journey that takes NingXia from the farm to your doorstep, all right? It's really hard to bring something sacred from China all the way to the United States, all right? Gary Young was in search of the fountain of youth, all right? The plant that was eaten, that helped people live well into their hundreds. Now, he searched in all corners of the earth, all right? His journey is actually chronicled in a book that you can pick up. It's called NingXia Wolfberry, the Ultimate Superfood. And he found people living in the NingXia region in China that had exceptional lifespans and something in common, all right? They were nibbling this berry. They were making tea out of it, drying the fruit and eating it. So he took the berry back to his lab in the United States, and thus the journey of the red berry, all right, made it to American soil. So once Gary found NingXia, it took 7 years to get it past customs in the US and get it formulated, all right? So it started first as berry young juice, just the juice, and then it was reformulated to include the peel and the flesh of the wolfberry fruit. Now, let's talk about some science behind why NingXia works, all right? So here are 7 quick reasons with simple explanations, because like I said, I am a mom, I am busy, I get it. You're probably doing dishes or folding laundry or something that I should probably also be doing. But instead I'm here teaching you these classes. So, reason number 1, antioxidants, okay? 1 ounce of NingXia Red, 1 ounce equals 2 pounds of wolfberries. All right, there are 17 to 18 species of wolfberry, like I said, but only the NingXia wolfberry, all right, that Lycium barbarum, has the ability to deliver all of the micro and macro nutrients that are bioavailable. Okay, so that's like your body recognizes that as food. It is available to your body to use. So it's bioavailable to the cells of your body. Now, oxygen radical absorbance capacity, or ORAC, is a method of measuring the antioxidant capacities, all right? So like the antioxidant power of any particular substance. Now, presently, the highest antioxidant in the ORAC scale is vitamin E, which comes in between 800 and 1200, all right? That is followed by blueberries, raspberries, pomegranates, etc. A combination of fruits together that reach around 3,000 on the ORAC scale. Now, the ORAC score of NingXia is 27,300. That is insane amount of antioxidants, all right? And that is why I trusted it to take care of my sunstroke. So, reason number 2 is acid to alkaline. In your body, you have what is called alkaline acid. Now, what creates disease? Acid. It breeds virus, bacteria, fungus, and when you can keep your pH neutral, all right, so not too far one way or too far the other way, when you can keep your pH neutral, you inhibit the growth of things that you don't want in your body, okay? What are some things that could grow in your body that you don't want to grow there? Okay? So, everything that we eat converts in the stomach, which has a pH of 2.5. Now, wolfberry goes into the stomach, starts to break down as an acid, but then the minute it hits the small intestine, it immediately converts back to alkaline. So it's acid binding and alkaline forming. The only other food that does that is the lemon. All right, so wolfberry is chemically structured to convert because of the amino acid trypsin, which is responsible for the conversion of amino acids into protein. And guess what NingXia is? It's alkaline protein. It is the most perfect food that exists. So reason number 3 is free radicals. All right, this isn't like Free Willy, Free Kanye, or Free whoever. All right, free radicals. Where do free radicals come from? The air, electromagnetic fields, stuff we're eating, chocolate, sugar, all right? They are the army guys on the wrong side of the team. Now, they wreak havoc. So you can outnumber the army with NingXia. Your body does a really good job of taking care of oxidative stress, but one of the reasons we age, one of the reasons we get wrinkly, the reasons we feel tired, it's not just children, all right? It's an excess of free radicals. So everything that is high on that ORAC scale, or that ORAC score, will flush your system really well. Now, your body gets quadrillions of free radical attacks each day. So that's 10,000 attacks per cell per day. Your body needs a leg up, all right? Most other nutritional drinks do really little against superoxide, the worst free radical, because the drinks are so heavily processed. Now, Gary worked for years to protect the berry all the way to the bottle so that you get the full benefits. The NingXia wolfberry was saved during processing. You're getting the whole thing, okay? So that means it is a powerhouse designed to fight free radicals in the body. Now, the reason number 4 is the vitamin mineral pairs, all right? You may know that if you have too much of one vitamin, it will deplete another one. Or if you have too little of this, you'll have too much. So you need to have your minerals and your vitamins be properly balanced. Too much calcium will result in a zinc deficiency. Too much zinc, all right, this is important for this season that we're in because so many people are high dosing zinc. Too much zinc can actually suppress your immune system and lead to anemia. It drops your like absorbable iron considerably. So both the mineral profile and the mineral balance of the NingXia wolfberry is without equal in the plant kingdom, all right? With magnesium to calcium ratios of 1:1, which is, it's perfect. Zinc to copper, 2:1. And potassium to magnesium, 8:1. It is exactly what the body needs in proportion. NingXia is the bomb, Rachel. Yes, thebomb.com. So reason number 5, it is a macronutrient. I did not know what micros and macros and stuff were until my husband started lifting heavy things and then putting them back down again. So it's a macronutrient. You're getting whole food nutrition. It's coming from the plant, not a synthetic source. That is so important to me, and I really hope it's important to you. It's coming from food, all right? That means it's easier for your body to process because your body recognizes it as food, and you will absorb more of what you're eating. It's also a liquid. So if you had a digestive function test, all right, 95 to 98% of us, it would come back with a weak or deficient digestive system because of medications and stress and processed foods, what our mothers ate, all right? To get NingXia in liquid form, it means you absorb it faster, Your body doesn't have to break it down. All right. Now, reason number 6, it is infused with essential oils. Okay. Essential oils in NingXia act as like a delivery system. All right. I'm talking Uber Eats and DoorDash. So it acts as a delivery system. And because it is infused with Young Living seed to seal premium essential oils, it increases the absorption rate of NingXia. The tiny oils act as a delivery system for the larger molecules. Reason number 7, it has the right sugar and the right enzymes. But sugar is bad, right? Okay, not all sugar, all right? NingXia has the right sugar to open the door of your cells. So when our cell membranes are inflamed, oxidized, toxic, lacking in mitochondrial function to energize the receptors to open and close, we have no energy. All right. So NingXia's sugars open the doors to our cells so that good information can get passed to them. All right. Like this, good information is being passed to you. So NingXia has 4 of the 8 naturally occurring sugars inside of the wolfberry. All right. Now, let's also talk enzymes really quickly. By the age of 40, you start losing digestive enzymes in the gut. NingXia is loaded with the right enzymes to help you break food down and absorb and like get more of the nutrients out of what you're eating. So feed your body exactly what it needs. Other important things about NingXia, it contains every essential amino acid. All right, it contains 13% protein, which is the highest protein content of any fruit. It has trace minerals. It has naturally occurring vitamins B1, B6, B2, the energy vitamins, okay? It has more vitamin C than all of the fruits and veggies on the earth, all right? 148 milligrams. Parsley and spinach have 133 milligrams. Oranges have 53. Okay, everybody's like, oranges have so much vitamin C. Not really. It has more calcium than cherries, which is 16 milligrams. And cruciferous veggies, 50. So NingXia has 110 milligrams of calcium, all right? And more beta carotene at 12,600 than carrots at 11,000. It is loaded with fiber because the skin of the berry was also preserved. Now, what does NingXia do to your cells? All right, maybe the best thing that wolfberry does for your body is what it does to your cells. Now, the cell membranes, all right, they are made up of oils and fats and phospholipids, and there are proteins floating on this very liquid and very flexible sea of fat, all right? Yeah, I'm calling your cells fat. The proteins are like antennas that pick up messages from other cells. You know, the messengers that come into a cell, they have fancy names like insulin or thyroid enzymes, digestive enzymes, neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Those are vital for survival, okay? These are messengers that do not work well until you attach the right sugars to them. So you can see the power of nutrition, right? Fats, proteins, sugars, they're all needed. If you're eating the wrong sugar, however, you are rendering the whole structure of the cell dysfunctional. Like the whole cell membrane is going to not work well. So if cell communication breaks down, your health breaks down. If you mess up the cell membrane, you need like more insulin to get the job done, right? 40% of all people are insulin resistant. If a man has a waist of more than 40 inches and a woman more than 35 inches, they are insulin resistant, all right? So that is why you want to stay away from bad sugar, okay? But we'll get back to that in a minute. So let's wrap all this science up in 2 sentences. Just really quickly, the NingXia wolfberry and good nutrition can impact your cell membrane, all right? It helps cellular communication take place. It gives the mitochondria the energy it needs. It provides micronutrients and feeds the mitochondria, and it has the right sugar to open the cell doors, all right? To put it dumb down, all right? when you eat poorly, your cells get mucked up. So that lipid layer on the outside gets sticky, and the cells kind of stack on top of each other like coins instead of being able to slide past each other easily. Now, NingXia wipes that doorway clean, all right? It increases the surface area so that good information can get passed to the cell. Now, NingXia is not this miracle cure healing the body, all right? It's cleaning cell receptor sites so that your body can do its own work and communicate like a boss, all right? It comes alongside the body so it can do what it was created to do. Now, let's try it out, all right? Like, the best way to experience NingXia is just get it in your body and feel for yourself. How long does it take to notice benefits? Some people notice immediately, some in the first couple of weeks, some in a few months. It takes 4 months for every cell in your body to be replaced. So I would say drink like at least 2 ounces a day, all right, for 4 months. Take a week off and see how you feel. That is how you notice the benefits on your body, all right? So I'm going to share really quickly a couple of tidbits on ways to use NingXia. You don't just have to drink it. That is my favorite way. You don't just have to drink it. And you don't just have to drink it plain. Yay, Charmaine, you got your NingXia. So I love the NingXia in the packets, but I also love to mix it with other things. I love to mix my NingXia with sparkling water. I love to add oils to it. Sometimes I'll do NingXia in just plain water and add just whatever oils I'm feeling like that day. But I'm going to throw in the comments a couple of different like recipes from Young Living. Different vitality oils you can add, things like Mind Blaster, which is 1 ounce of NingXia, 1 drop of lime, 1 drop of peppermint, 1 drop of citrus fresh, 1 drop of frankincense, and 1 drop of cinnamon bark. All vitality. There's Dreamsicle, there's Simply Smooth, there's Atomic Fireball, all right? Just some really cool things. You can make NingXia tea if you prefer it warm. That's gross, but if you like that, go for it. NingXia Wolfberry paste. I've done that for face things. You can like pour it on a plate, let the water part of it evaporate out until you have like sticky paste, and apply it where you need it. Okay. NingXia lotion, add it to your lotion. You can do a NingXia enema. Have not tried that. I was going to say, don't let me know. Go ahead. Let me know. Let me know if you try that. You can do NingXia foot baths. Use Ziploc bags, put the NingXia in the bags, put your feet in the bags, put the bags in some warm water, and you're absorbing NingXia. It's almost like a hot pack of NingXia. You can use NingXia nail and cuticle treatment, NingXia scalp application, frozen snacks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have never frozen a pouch of NingXia, go do it. Go do it. Your July self, your August self will thank me, okay? Because it doesn't freeze entirely, so you get like a NingXia slushy. Oh, it's amazing. So you can even make NingXia gummies. I will throw that recipe in the comments. So how to get NingXia, all right? Because you're probably like, yes, I am nearing 40, or I have antioxidant issues, or I'd really like my cells to communicate, or I have problems controlling my blood sugar or my thyroid or whatever. And you're like, please tell me how to get NingXia. It is really, really easy. All right. When I first started getting NingXia, like I said, I had 4 kids and 1 on the way, and I was bone weary and I could not take an extra thing. So I would not tell you to do something that I couldn't do as a sleep-deprived mother of 4.5. All right. So I recommend, because this is the easy button. All right. I recommend starting with one of the 2 NingXia bundles. All right. Which gives you 24% off of your NingXia, your oils, all your Young Living products for life. I started my journey with a starter bundle, and it's where I recommend you begin too. You get more bang for your buck and a lifetime discount. Like, you literally can't go wrong. And that's without a yearly membership fee. Don't talk to me about membership fees right now. Sending $50 to Barbara in accounting for no reason. Anyway, the NingXia Red Premium Starter Bundle is, I think it's $135. Don't quote me on that. I haven't checked recently. It comes with 2 bottles of NingXia Red, okay? That's 25 1-ounce servings each. So each bottle has just about a month's worth. And a 30-pack of the NingXia Red singles, which I constantly have in my backpack, in a baggie. In a baggie. Ask me why. Okay? So that's enough for, I don't know, that's a lot. Oh, and you get the NingXia Nitro, which I don't have any behind me. NingXia Nitro is amazing. I'll have to have my friend Allie on here tell you about NingXia Nitro. So individually, all right, the bundle is worth about $265. So you're saving over $125. That's real quick math right there. And getting 24% discount on every future order by starting with the bundle, okay? So, like I said, it comes with 2 bottles. It comes with, that's enough for 50 1-ounce servings. 2 bottles of that. And then the 30 packets of the NingXia packets. And so that's 2 ounces in each of these packets. Sorry, I keep shoving them under my phone. I love the packets or the sachets if you're real fancy, because they're really great on the go. Like I said, you can freeze them. I have done the freeze them, use them as ice packs for like lunchy things, and then they're mine. I do share with the kids sometimes, but they're mine. So this is great. So you can take your NingXia with you, so you don't have to transport it in the glass bottle or get stopped at a rest stop because you're drinking NingXia out of the glass bottle and the state trooper saw you. Okay. The NingXia starter bundle has an entire box of nitro inside, not just samples. Oh, I don't know if I can see this. So, Rachel, you always share NingXia as it was and is such a game changer for you and your family. The science behind it. Oh yes, is that the stacking coins one? Awesome, thank you. So NingXia is great because it's like freaking like pre-workout without the poison and heart damage. So there are actually, like I said, there's 2 ways to get the NingXia, like start with the NingXia. Actually, there's more than 2. These are the easy buttons though. I recommend getting one of the 2 NingXia starter bundles. So if you're not a Young Living customer yet, you can get the bundle. So this way, sorry, I'm having like, people are messaging me, which I love. So this way you get the discount. So get the starter bundle. You have an account, you can get the 24% discount, and you get NingXia. And then, or you can get on board with just placing a 50 PV order, that's point volume, for each consecutive month you order. You can get it right from the start in one of 2 ways, right? The first way you can do it is to jump on subscribe to save under your account manager through the Young Living website. I will walk you through all of this, I promise. And this gives you the wholesale pricing, that 24% off, plus you get 10% back immediately on every single purchase. Your NingXia, your oils, your shampoo, whatever else I have behind me. I don't know, good stuff. And then it's the cheapest way to get it, all right? So after 4 consecutive months of placing a minimum order of 50 PV, so 4 months, you get 20% back. And then after 25 consecutive months, you get 25% back on your NingXia, or your toothpaste, or whatever you throw in your cart every single month. So when you become a customer through Subscribe to Save, your order gets shipped to you every single month, like to your porch. It's like Christmas on my porch every single month. It's very exciting. Charmaine knows what I'm talking about. And you can change this at any time. Like there's no commitment. You are not locked into anything. It's super easy to quit. Now, the other way you can become a Young Living customer is simply by placing an order of 100 PV or more. All right, instant, you get it. And it's just really easy. So I really like to buy the NingXia, oh gosh, and now I'll have to think of the name of it. It's the like loyalty rewards bundle. So you can get the same bundle a couple of different, like a couple times a year, depending on how many people are drinking NingXia in your household. So if you buy NingXia wholesale after you get your starter bundle, it's like $1.40 an ounce. On loyalty rewards, it's $1.17 an ounce. And that saves you 21 cents every single ounce just by getting it on loyalty rewards, which, like I said, is my absolute favorite, because now I've been on it. I've been on loyalty rewards for over 25 months now, so I get 25% back every single month. I can also get my NingXia with points. That's free NingXia. Hello. Go ahead. I dare you to walk into Target, buy your laundry soap full of chemicals and toxins and VOCs, and your shampoo full of parabens and phthalates, and like all your personal care products and your essential oils and stuff like that, and then be like, I spent $100, now may I have a percent back every time you shop? They'll probably say no. Just saying. So how much should you drink? The recommended daily amount is about 2 ounces, or 1 ounce for those under 6. If it bothers you, all right, some people start like, okay, this is too much energy. It's too much detoxing. It's too much antioxidants all at once. You can drink like 1/4 of a teaspoon 2 or 3 times a day, just to kind of calm your body down a little bit and get it used to how good this is for it. So do like 1/4 teaspoon 2 or 3 times a day, until you can up your dose. After a week, move to like 1/2 teaspoon a day. After 2 weeks, move to 1 teaspoon a day. Continue until you get to your 1 ounce a day. I also recommend taking sulfurzyme while you up your dose, just for comfort. It will help your body kind of get used to not being poisoned. Just saying. So this is actually a story from Young Living's convention in 2015. It's about Gandhi, all right? So Gandhi used to give advice to people for like 2 or 3 hours a day. He'd sit under a tree, people would line up. Now, after waiting all day long in the heat, this mom, finally, this mom with her child gets up to Gandhi and says, please tell my kid to stop eating candy. And Gandhi said, come back tomorrow. Okay. The woman is puzzled, but hey, if Gandhi says come back tomorrow, you come back tomorrow. So she lines up again in the heat of the sun the next day and gets to the front of the line again and says, please, Gandhi, tell my son to stop eating candy. And Gandhi says, quit eating candy. And she says, why didn't you tell him that yesterday? Like, why didn't you tell him that before? And he said, well, before I was eating candy myself. So I want to look you in the eye and I want to challenge you. Okay. Do you want to get NingXia in your house and share NingXia with those that you know and you love? All right. You will have more power of conviction if you can say, like, if you can speak truthfully and say, I quit refined sugar today. All right. Refined sugar does the opposite of what NingXia is going to do for your body. Now, we talked about NingXia naturally containing good sugars, right? Your body does need sugars, but not refined sugars. All right. So let's kick this entire class up a notch. All right. I believe in training you long after this class is over. All right. I would love to train with you for 30 straight days. All right. On NingXia alone. Like, we are going to train your body and build a brand new habit. Now, how do you incorporate all of this NingXia training into a lifestyle change, right? You have 2 options depending on where you are in your wellness journey. Option 1, just start drinking NingXia. Okay? Get it in your system. You are going to feel changes from that one simple action, and I would love to hear about it. So, option 2, take on the full 30-day NingXia challenge. We are going to be starting, I say we, my team is going to be starting a 30-day NingXia challenge in March. So if you get your NingXia order in today, or I think in the next week, I could be wrong, it will get to you by March 1st. So drink a 2-ounce packet or 2 ounces from the bottle every single day, all right, for 30 days. And do no sugar, and if that's too hard, which I understand, all right, do under 10 grams of sugar daily. Get outside for 30-minute walks, all right? You don't need to get a gym membership and deadlift 400 pounds like my husband does. Okay, my husband does that. Just walk, all right? I'll probably have to give my mom the heads up, because I'll call her for 30 minutes and walk, just pace my front porch or up and down my driveway. All right. Like I said, I have kids at home that I can't just be like, okay, I'm going for a walk. Okay. Take them with you. A healthy lifestyle is definitely a legacy you want to instill in your children now. So get outside for a 30-minute walk. And let's do this side by side and just feel good together. All right. I actually have a free tracking calendar for you to print and put on your fridge to watch your journey. I will pop one into the comments when class is over. It's called the 30-Day NingXia Challenge Calendar. You check each box as you complete each day. All right. With all 3 challenges. And I would love to tally with you how we feel at the end of 30 days. All right. So we're starting March 1st. I believe so deeply in you. Now, let's recap your homework real quick. Get your NingXia. If you're like, please, I need more help than this, I will be here after class to help walk you through it. Get your NingXia, get on loyalty rewards, or subscribe to save to get that goodness delivered monthly. Get your NingXia calendar on your fridge to start and accept the 30 days of challenges, and get plugged into the next Core 5 class that I'm teaching next week. I taught oils and then thieves. This is NingXia. Then there will be CBD and fearless. So I am here to train you on this journey for free. I would love to come and train your friends and family so that your NingXia doesn't have to come out of your monthly budget. All right. Did I mention I was out and around grass all day, and I really wish that somebody had gotten a video of me sliding down a hill on a box? So oils are what Young Living is all about. All right. This class is 103 NingXia. It's only one of a series of classes that I teach. I actually offer probably 12. I'll have to get a final count another time, but I would love to see you in a 101 oils, or how I hospital proofed my kids. And all these classes are free. I love coming alongside you and training you to read ingredients. All right. Challenge the labels on the products that are in your home. And be the gatekeeper to your house. You can control what you allow inside. Now, if 4 people come to the class with you and they get a bundle, your NingXia starter bundle could be free. Like, you can't beat free. So you also bless those around you by sharing the same knowledge that you got in this class. So if 10 or 12 people come to the Core 5 classes with you, that's like 3 or 4 people per class, and they get bundles and they get on loyalty rewards, you can generate enough income so that your NingXia does not come out of your family budget. Right? That is what I do. It's not why I do it. I do it because I am passionate about seeing people get healthy. I'm passionate about seeing people change their family tree and not just taking, well, it's always been this way. Like, no, I am not just taking life for granted. I am not going to allow that into my home. You get to control what crosses the threshold of your home. All right. It's like a vampire. It can't come in unless you invite it in. So I also hospital proofed my husband. That is true. All right. And if I can also get him to watch where he's going every time he's stepping, we'll never do that again. So Even if you have no interest whatsoever in building a business, let me teach to your friends and family so that they get the same training and education that you've gotten, so that they can be the gatekeepers of their home. Now talk to me after class if you would love for me to come teach to your inner circle, because I would love it. Now, I want to thank you for your time and thank you for your desire to do better for yourself and for your family. All right. It is time to bring NingXia to every home in the world, starting with yours. So that wraps up your class. You have survived Essential Oils 103, NingXia. And if you want to learn about how to get your oils for free, after this video, I am going to post another video, really quick recap about how you can do this. And again, I want to thank you for your time. I'm Jessica Collins, the Pink Haired Oils Lady, and this has been NingXia Essential Oils 103. Good night.